Do you plan on ever standing on biz for a pick?
What are you talking about?
I need some confidence. Every play is, I don't know, I'm leaning this way, leaning that way. Get
Dude,
some
I just.
meat
What do you
on
mean?
tape.
I've given meat on tape for the last 3 plays.
Man, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to put him on spot like that.
Check. 10-4s, 10-4s. We got goats muted all around.
Tens.
There we go. What was that? That was a Martian during the intro.
Yeah, it was a little, like record scratch.
What the fuck was that? I don't know, but we're good now, chat. Exclusive YouTube only coin toss episode. The second time we're doing it live. Let's fucking go. Appreciate everyone joining us today. I know it's going to be tough to get surgical and dial in on a Tuesday when we're focused on the Saturday slate, but I'm going to be out of town. Rav's going on another Ravcation as well. But we still wanted to have a show for y'all and get surgical going into the weekend. LC, Jovan, Rav, how we doing?
Good.
Stop.
No shot you guys have labbed yet, have you?
Of course we've labbed. What do you mean no shot we've labbed? Fuck, we here for?
Yeah, do you have ChatGPT pulled up yet?
Man, I should be asking you that question.
No.
Can we get some W's in the chat for LC's fire W new setup?
How about it?
That thing looks sick.
It looks so sick. I'm
It
proud.
actually looks super sick.
That'll do.
Not too much really to bitch about last week, considering we all did really well, but I'm going to hand it off to Rav. Get a pulse check on how things went last week, record-wise. Do we have that prepared this time around?
Yes, we do. There was a lot of bitching from chat and from the comments about how I didn't have it ready, even though it's really such an insignificant part of the show. Regardless, Trent, you went 6-1.
Oh,
You know that?
It's unbelievable.
only play I lost was the one that I had the most coin on.
Yeah, that's fucked. Do you want to guess your overall on the show this year?
I think. Well, how many games have there been? Give me a.
You've had 23 total plays.
23 total plays. I think I can't do math right now. Give me 18-4 or 5.
You're 17-6.
That's close enough, dude.
Like, that's just fucked.
It's so fucked.
He gave you the total number of plays, and you still couldn't get the right number out of it.
Let's go, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, you went 6-1. You did miss your whale, unfortunately. Not enough points in TCU SMU.
Not enough fucking points. I'm gonna bitch about that in a second. But what are the other records?
Jovan, you went 6-3. Memphis was a whale.
Wow, what a game!
Biggest comeback in FBS this year.
So much heart. I haven't seen that much heart shown on the football field in eons.
Hard for that over, too.
They almost fucked it at the end. I mean, what were they doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Running plays when all we had to do was kneel it out was a
I
choice.
do. Before you continue, I want to just point out that chat, dude, y'all are bitching all game at Jovan about that game, man. Only I can bitch and it be okay. But y'all were just awful.
Bitch.
Just
Even
a
the
whole new
dad
level
did it
of
on
bitching,
it.
dude. It was really
Yeah,
bad.
even my dad was chirping you, Jovan.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, it was really bad from chat. You guys got to fucking get better, dude. Got to get better. All right, go on.
Jovan, that puts you at 3-1 in whales on the year. Lauren, your whale came home. Texas Tech was a mega. You went 3-5 on the slate.
Oh, that's good.
But, I mean, the Texas Tech was just so easy.
Yeah.
That was a great play. And
People
That
listen to
played-
the whales. I don't care about the other. As long as the whale hits, I'm chilling.
and
Yeah, all the whales except Trent.
not
What
to
whale-
mention
what whale
that was the biggest part of the Fugazi. That literally was the foundation. It juiced it up fat, and you did your job.
Yeah, they were never losing.
Great.
I went 7-7, hit my whale. I had a lot of cake in honorable mentions, unfortunately. Nebraska was just a horrific wager.
Horrific.
Florida Miami over for me and Jovan was a horrific wager. Trent, we won the Battle of Berg with Indiana. How about that?
How about that?
But yeah, that's basically the recaps.
Love
Any other
that.
questions from the slates from the games yesterday or last week?
That first half under, a lot of heart was shown there. Good work. Got really sweaty. Lucky turnover saved you. Love
What?
that. Love that.
Okay.
I do want to bitch a little bit about the only whale that didn't hit. There were, I think, three touchdowns in that game that should have happened that didn't. The one that McAllister had that was covered.
Whoa.
What in Ma's cooch was that?
That was
What?
the craziest Martian maybe ever.
What in Ma's
Dude, that was
porridge? Ma's porridge. What was that?
Ocean Gate GG.
Does
Sound
no
like
one know where it
Ocean
came from? Is it just okay?
idea.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Is it from Darth?
It was literal Darth Vader.
And I think LC might be using your old soundboard or no, mixer that might have Marshies.
No, that's good.
Occasionally.
That's good. Yeah, 3 touchdowns that should have been on the board that got taken away. One of them being the pick 6 that the dude could have easily cribbed and chose to run out of bounds. I fucking bet. The one that McAllister had got taken away from him, and then fucking Hoover throwing a pick 6 in the red zone. Absolute moose shit. There were so many chances to go over, and that cost me a lot of fucking coin. But new week, new bags. We got the prize picks lineup to smack. Goated. And the Fugazi 5, dude. It was a big Saturday. I haven't had one of those in a while. Great work, team. All right. Well, we got like 5 games to go over, and it is way too early in the week, sadly, to dial in on the prize picks board, chat. So we're gonna have to find a way to collab again and run it back for Saturday, but probably not gonna happen today unless these 3 here have nuggets on players at the top of their minds, but doubtful considering there's no squares on the board. But we still know the lines for these big games. Let's go over them. And then we'll get to our whales, our honorable mentions, and then a Preston narrative, his weekly narrative, which I know is going to be a good one. But let's start off first. I think arguably game of the weekend, even though it definitely is not. There's a lot bigger ones. It's the Booper Bowl. It's the Coin Leans Booper Bowl.
The fucking Booper Bowl.
TCU and Arizona State, Hoover and Levitt, 2 coin respecters. Would love to hand this one off to Jovan early and go LC and Rav.
Yeah, big game. Friday night in Tempe, Rav.
Yep.
Not even going to be watching game, though, huh?
Oh, I'll be watching. 1:30 in the morning in Ireland. I will still be watching.
Yeah, watching from halfway across the world. It's pretty disappointing. You honestly should probably get some rest, my guy, because the Frogs are going into Tempe and coming out with a win. +2.5, -2.5, sneakily. If you've been paying attention at home, and I even took one last week with Baylor, those have been fucking cookie cake. And I know Krabs is somewhere smiling because he always preaches that from the mountaintops. But those lines have been unbelievably cake, especially for these short home teams. So now TCU is going to go in. Arizona State offense has looked, even I, as a fader, will say they've looked a lot less impressive than I have expected. And the TCU defense has been flying up and moving early and honestly been even more impressive than I thought they would be coming into the season. So now you're about to see it. It's when a real team comes into Arizona, Rav.
So hyped for this game. This one kind of reminds me of Texas Tech last week. A little bit. But LC, need to know where your head's at as an unbiased sports bettor here.
Yeah, I told Rav earlier, I was like, I'm making my pick based off of y'all's sell jobs. So it's basically you and Jovan versus Rav, and whoever had the best sell job, that's who I'm riding with.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Rav, let's hear it, dude.
Well, first of all, Baylor ML was a great try last week, Jovan. Hopefully you can get it again this week. Going into Tempe, I do think that, listen, ASU against Baylor last week, I think kind of figured out their offense. They started taking some deep shots. They had that deep shot to Eusebio late in the game in the fourth quarter. Levitt was getting his legs going. The running game looked pretty good. And I just don't think the TCU has been tested that much on defense yet. I think that the ASU defense is probably a little...
Okay.
They're supposed to be better than what they've shown. they've had some injuries in the secondary, but even against Baylor, which is a good offense, they stood up. Only 24 points allowed on the road to Sawyer Robertson, who's a great quarterback in itself. I think the defense stands up. I like this under. I think in ASU's first Big 12 game, packed crowd, late night, ASU comes home with this at home.
Rav, who the fuck's guarding McAllister's deli?
Keith Abney, the second. He's an all Big 12 corner.
Yeah, that'll work.
Do we think Keith is prepared for what's coming?
I absolutely think he is, yes.
I don't know if Keith's ready for Megatron.
Yeah, we want to talk about, which, to be fair, I don't think Jordan Tyson is equally as unguardable, but to say Keith Abney is going to guard McAllister, silly. Brennan Thompson, we're talking about they haven't been tested yet. TCU's defense hasn't been tested while they've played a better offense than Arizona State has. Different question, though, but against Mississippi State, Brennan Thompson, 6 for 133. Anthony Evans III, 9 for 108. McAllister might not have 250 again, but if you think he's going to shut down, you are.
They had Jovan Robinson on him, and he is cooked butter. He didn't even start. He didn't get nearly as much playing time.
On who, Rav? I just named 2 wide receivers for Miss State, the same team.
I didn't hear what you said. Say it again.
I just said you said they had Jovan Robinson on him.
Yeah, they did.
On who? I just named both 100-yard wide receivers for Miss State. 2 of them.
I was talking about the first one. I didn't hear the second one.
Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure. But there's not enough bodies to go around.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously all going to be biased. This is honestly like where Lauren needs to shine with her for the crowd here.
Yeah, before she gives her pick here, is it not just Levitt, McAllister, Prize Picks, Mortal, Megan Nukenheimer?
I mean, it could be.
It could easily be.
It could be.
How is it not?
I mean, do you really want to take McAllister? Like, he's going to have a good day, but I don't even know what his line's going to be after last week.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, and
Rav,
matched his rush yards, I think, every game so far.
Rav, let me tee you up. Why is ASU winning this weekend? Go.
What do you mean? I just have to tell you.
Just tell me. Just tell me. Don't spew. Like, come on. Just
I
tell
think their pass defense is going to show up at home at night.
What's your offense going to do?
They're going to run the ball. They're going to try to extend the drives. It's going to be, instead of getting like 13, 14 possessions on offense, it's going to be like around 10 or so. They've been really trying to run the ball with Raleek Brown and Connie Ado and even Sam Levitt's legs. I think that Sam's going to take more of these runs, like these option runs, to try to mix up the TCU defense. And I think that it's going to open up the deep shots, the explosive shots for Levitt, which finally started to show up against Baylor last week. And I don't see how Baylor's secondary is I think it's comparable to TCU's. I don't think it's significantly worse.
Oh, it's significantly worse.
Don't think
it's significantly worse, Rav.
Yeah, bring it home, Jovan. What do you
it's bad. What do you want me? You want me to tell you why TCU is going to win?
Yes.
Bring it home.
I'll tell you why TCU is going to win. First of all, that secondary ranked at the end of last year, and it's largely the same guys, which is the difference. They were a top 25 graded secondary in all of college football, which is crazy to say and crazy to think. That's why I was gassing them up towards the beginning of the year. Baylor is bottom line worse than the Big 12, and they've been so far. So if you think, let's compare the two, look at the SMU common opponent, and you'll see which defense is a lot worse. But Josh Hoover played like dog shit, I'll say it, against SMU, and he still ended up throwing for 380 and 5 touchdowns. So now, when not only you have McAllister, who, sure, puts your corner on him, that's one of the better corners in the Big 12, I'll give you that. Jordan Dwyer's going to feast. Put him on the other side. We took Michael Trigg last week because a lot of the middle of the field was fucking wide open for a lot of the Baylor wide receivers. Trigg had a couple of big catches. Other slot guys had a couple of big catches. TCU has Jordan Dwyer, who will play a little more on the outside, Joseph Manjack, and they also played a shit game. Hoover had a shit game without his stud running back playing any of the game, who you're about to see back this week. So this offense, too much, but the defense doesn't get enough respect for what they did holding SMU to 24 points, which was pretty surprising. They had Kevin Jennings in a box for a lot of that game, and Arizona State's going to have to show me on offense.
Wow.
I think we're both trying to gas our defenses. I think this is a sneaky under.
Yeah.
I'm going to be nuking the Froggies, but LC, you heard both sell jobs. I ain't wasting y'all's time with one. What do you got?
Fuck. Rav, I wanted to ride with you so bad, but give me the thoughts.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, honestly. You guys can go beat this. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we will.
There's been a team walking into Tempe, getting a win since they were 3-9. It's going to continue.
Yeah.
All
No
right.
chance, right?
God, dude. Of course, the 1 week we can't sweat this game out. It would be scenes.
It's honestly really bad by the both of you. I'll say it.
Dude, this trip I'm going on was supposed to be in fucking July.
And I can't control when the Steelers play in Ireland.
I mean, you can control going to Ireland for Carson Wentz versus Aaron Rodgers. That's
It's
just
going to be a shit game, yeah, but regardless.
Okay. Consensus pick is TCU. Rav will be on the Sun Devils.
Should we squad ride, like come together for the under? Can we all get on board with that?
Probably a mega.
Yeah, I can tip cap to unders.
Tip
Alright.
cap.
So I'll be friends with the under.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair. Even though it probably is going to soar over after I nuked the over and lost fat units on it. All good. All right. Moving on. Next game. Big one here. SEC matchup. We're going to get a lot of those this week. LSU, Ole Miss, Austin Simmons versus Grant Nussmeier.
0 for 1, brother. Austin Simmons is hurt.
Trinidad.
Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. Regardless, LC, we're starting with you here.
Yeah.
This is your conference. What are you nuking?
Yeah. So I'm keeping this one short and sweet. If the head coach tells me to take the over, I take the over. So give me the over for this game. 55.5.
Okay. I have my whale in this one, so I'm going to hold off.
Well, that was crazy. Like, can we talk about, like, is that okay for Lane Kiffin to come out and just say, like,
It doesn't feel okay. I'm going to be honest. It does not feel legal.
It does not feel legal. Not that he can, like, control that, but I thought that was great.
But let me tell you, because I think him saying take the over not only is crazy, but it's also crazy considering what's going on in the game. And I guess slide into my pick. I'm taking Ole Miss. This LSU defense has scored or given up, no more than 10 points in all 4 of the games. 2 games were against Louisiana Tech and Southeastern Louisiana, and the others were against Clemson and Florida. 2 offenses that, after weeks, we have now learned are absolute moose shit and we're super overrated coming into the year. So I think as much as the LSU defenses look good, I think now we're getting to the point to it's a little bit more of the teams they've played, and I think we find that out. And if Lane Kiffin's saying take the over, team hasn't given up 2 touchdowns in a game all year. Obviously, you're going to be confident in your guys, but that feels confident, especially when you look at the line. And why the hell are they favorites in this game? They're at home. They're at the Grove. But that's crazy to me, especially with all the respect we're starting to see now on LSU and this defense.
Wow, WSL job. Taking Ole Knock or Ole Miss with Coach Knock.
Coach Knock.
That might have to be in the Fugazi.
Yeah, I like
Love
that.
that. My whale's in this game. Rav, what do you like in this one?
Is your whales in this game?
Sure is.
It's totally Ole Miss. I don't know. I think this game's really interesting. Ole Miss being a favorite is definitely somewhat telling to me. I think the question is who's going to dictate the game, because we know about LSU's defense. We've seen Chamblis play really well. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Chamblis?
Chambliss, I think.
Chambliss?
Yeah.
I'd say we've seen him play pretty well in his first 2 games that he's played. And I think the question is going to be if LSU's offense can get going against an Ole Miss defense that hasn't really been tested a lot. They lost a lot going into the year. I think under's the play. I think it really is. I don't trust the LSU offense yet. I don't trust Lane saying all over Twitter that it's the fucking over just because he wants to dunk on Whit Weeks. I think it's the under. And if you want to join Lane, I think it's Ole Miss.
Did you watch Arkansas Ole Miss by chance?
I mean, yeah.
Ole Miss defense is really bad. Not saying they can't lock in for this
But
game.
I mean, LSU's offense is just horrible. It's anemic.
It also definitely had to play with the fact that Arkansas was going really fast and their offense is really good too. So I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the defense is still bad.
Okay. I'm going to save my 2 cents for our whale segment. But, okay, we got 2 Battle Bergs and Coach Knock. Super in on Coach Knock. And love me a good Battle of Berg. Big game. Another one. Another SEC matchup. Auburn versus A&M. Super eager to hear what you all got in this one. I'm going to start it off, though. It's an SEC matchup, brother. This screams under. This screams just smash mouth football at home for A&M. A&M, we know they're going to put up points. I think they control the tempo, limit possessions for Auburn. Book of Chew game. I think they limit them through the air. And it's just going to be one of those slow, grind me out games. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. I think Auburn turns the ball over quite a few times. And I think it's going to be under 52.5. It's going to be immortal. It's not my whale, but I love this play.
Okay.
Total from you.
Yeah, total.
Rare.
For me, there's nothing more that I love than fading A&M at home. Auburn's run defense has been really good, and I think they're going to force Marcel Reed to throw a lot, which is only going to be a problem for A&M. A&M's run defense has been weak, and that favors Auburn big time. So I will be backing Auburn after an embarrassing loss to OU.
That was a brutal, brutal safety to not cover last week. That happened, right?
Yeah.
I didn't dream that. Yeah,
That was crazy.
that was horrible. Horrible
That
for
was Rams Eagles level of just bad, really bad beat.
yeah. That was just god awful.
Yeah.
W pick though, Auburn to bounce back from LC. Rav, thoughts?
I kind of like it, but I think I agree with you with the under. Lauren kind of said it. Auburn's defense is the number one rush success rate nationally. And I think it's going to limit Le'Veon Moss and Ruben Owens and even Marcel Reed in the run game and force a lot of second and long, third and long for Marcel Reed. I think Marcel looked pretty good against Notre Dame, which we were going into the season we thought was a good defense in the past, but they ended up putting a lot of points in Notre Dame, and I think he kind of comes down to earth a little bit here. LC and I were talking about it before the show, and I think that even though I really like Marcel Reed and I like Texas A&M, I think this is a coming down game for him. I think that the secondary for Auburn, we talked about it last week, has been they've been getting gashed a little bit, but they're better than what they've been playing. They only let up 24 to Mateer. I'm going to go with the under 52.5.
Let's fucking go, Rav. We're riding.
Go, Trent.
Jovan, what's your play in this one?
I'm going to side with LC. I'm going to go Auburn plus the points on the road, which I think one of two things. First of all, it's a very similar looking game to last week, and bettors lost in pretty horrific fashion. So kind of want to go straight back to that. But kind of what Rav said, too. We thought the Notre Dame defense was going to be good going into the season. They weren't, and shout out them for putting up 40 points on the road and winning outright against Notre Dame. But I think that was a lot more about Notre Dame than Texas A&M. One of the things that Auburn, I guess, did really well going back to that Baylor game. Cole Wilson was dragging them across the field for the entirety of like the first half when Baylor was going band for band with them for a little bit. And then second they clamped that up, Baylor really had nothing. And that's a really fucking good offense that they shut down over the middle of the field. That's a lot of what Texas A&M like wants to do when they're not running the football, and a lot of what they did against Notre Dame with Mario Craver. So I think if they lock up the middle of the field, A&M's going to have a tough time. Auburn maybe gets an upset on the road.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't think Auburn is like, I think they're due for one of these couple big wins here. I know their schedule's pretty tough and everyone's been kind of down on them, but this just feels like if it's not this week, it's coming for Hugh Freeze.
And Aggie's going to Aggie. They always do. This is just a prime spot for A&M to drop a game.
Yeah, look out for Jeremiah Cobb to have a big impact on the offense.
You know nothing about Jeremiah Cobb.
Love that prize pick square as a potential option.
Nah, man.
Okay, we're good there. We got two Auburns, two unders. W game scripts.
W game scripts.
Book of Chew. All right. Dude, this is the craziest fucking slate. We're not here. It's insane. It's actually insane. Oregon, Penn State. I'm in love with this pick. I have no idea what the rest of the crew is on. but I'm going to just start out by saying Oregon plus 3.5, so fucking Mortal Mega. Mortal Mega. Fuck Easy Puck. Fuck Shelly. I'm nuking Oregon. I've never seen Penn State actually win a big game when it matters. I know it's at the big house or whatever it's called. I know that it's a tough place to play.
The big house?
Not the big house. What's
The
that stadium
big
called?
house.
What's that stadium called, dude?
It's the big house.
It's Michigan. What's the fucking Penn State stadium called?
Oh my god, dude.
Bro, it's not that big a deal.
Dude, host. Well, that's the city it's in.
Yeah.
Like host of the coin toss.
Okay? We'll move on. I'm nuking Oregon. All right. Fuck you. Easy Puck. I'm whaling it. Kenyon Sadiq Bey. He's getting a tutty and he's getting 100 plus. Book it.
Okay.
LC, thoughts?
Yeah. So this game's a little tricky. Neither team's really played anyone, especially Penn State. So I have no idea what to expect from them. Oregon, they haven't played anyone really either, but at least I feel like we have an idea of like what they look like and what they're good at. But Penn State's just gonna have to prove to me that they're the real deal. So I will be with you and taking the Ducks. The only thing I'm a little worried about with them though is their run defense. I think they've been giving up like 130 yards per game. So we're gonna see how that looks, but I trust them to just outscore Penn State. So the Ducks.
I love it. Gabe Arena and chat, I'm so sorry you're having a shit time, brother. Go touch some grass, maybe go outside, try something new. Rav, what do you like in this game?
Listen, you know that I'm on the same side as you guys. I am the number one James Franklin big game fader. And it's not even just James Franklin at this point. I think it's Penn State as a whole. Their offense, their running game has looked great, obviously. How can it not look great when you have Katron Allen and Nick Singleton back there? It does worry me a little bit. Oregon's rush defense has been as bad as they are against really shit opponents, but I think this is a game. Maybe they've been saving some stuff for this game. They know they've had Penn State on the schedule for the first 3 weeks. I think that they sell out against the run here and make Aller throw. And that's kind of been the theme in all of Penn State's games that they've lost, where at least going back to last year, where they've made Aller throw in tough spots and he just shits down his leg. And even this year so far against FIU and Villanova, he's been missing some horrendous throws, like easy throws. He just hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked sharp. I think Lanning's a smart coach. They have a smart coaching staff behind him. I think that's going to be the game plan. I think they're going to go into Happy Valley and get the upset because it's James Franklin in a big game. And if you would like a coin lean, chat, the under as well.
W sneak coin lane.
Well,
Coin lane.
Totally setting up for Jovan to drop sack on Penn State. Right?
Yeah.
Watch.
It's exactly what I'll be doing. This was planned from the start of the year because I love fading, especially it's been the Big Ten and the ACC, but a lot of these new cross-country road trips that these teams are taking. Cal Miami last year was one of them. And looking at Oregon's schedule last year in the Big Ten, you want to hear the road trips they took? UCLA, Purdue, Michigan, Wisconsin, and that Wisconsin game was the closest one they had all year. So none of those teams were ranked. And I don't think even many of those outside of Michigan made a bowl game. This is their first big first big Big Ten road game in one of those crazy environments. So now I'm going to take Penn State, especially since they're being gracious enough to give you Oregon plus 3.5 with the field goal on the hook. I think if you're talking about somebody saving some stuff for this game, I think Penn State's the team that's been saving stuff for this game. Their offense hasn't looked good, but it's also looked very vanilla over the first couple weeks against these shit teams. I think that's for a reason. I think you see Dante Moore, who we've seen at UCLA at some of his worst, shit his pants in his first real big road game, maybe as a starter in college football, period.
I mean, it was just too predictable.
Yeah, I hate the travel. That's such a good argument. I hate the travel narrative, and I love fading that shit, but I've got the number one fade exception for this game over that.
Yeah, you do.
Think about the travel, man. Fuck. God damn it, dude.
yeah, Penn State's the number 3 team in the country. They're just gonna have to show me that. So
Yeah, I need to see it to believe it, man. I need to see it in order to actually physically believe it. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, I'll say it. I'm pissed we're not sweating this out because that'd be a fun battle of bird. Would be a very fun battle.
It would.
This game is interesting. This next one, Bama, Georgia. This ain't your mom, pa's Bama, and it might not be mom, pa's Georgia. Could be, but both teams definitely not who they once were, I would say. But I'm going to be on Georgia. I just don't have it in me to put a coin on Alabama, dude, from what I've seen this year. I know they're starting to figure it out. I know they've won their last 2 games after losing the first one in horrendous fashion. But I think that Georgia, one of the best third down teams in the country, going up against Alabama, who's arguably one of the worst third down defenses in the country. And they've allowed 100% scoring opportunities in the red zone defensively against their opponents, which is a ridiculous stat and nugget that I found. W nuggets. But I think Georgia's just going to be able to have their way with that Bama defense. And Gunnar Stockton and co. They're going to show out for their home crowd. So give me Georgia -3. LC, are you riding?
What'd you say? Sorry.
I said, LC, are you riding?
No. I know people are out
Okay.
on Bama after they lost to Florida State, but I still believe in them. I'm taking them mostly because I do trust their defense, and I just don't fully believe in Stockton. I don't think he's very good. I think Ty Simpson will be able to do enough, and Bama has Jam Miller coming back too, so that's big. But yeah, mostly because of Alabama's defense, I'll be backing them. I think they take care of business.
Jam Miller.
Him.
What position did he play?
Running back.
Yeah, okay. Rav, notebook, need it. What do we got in this one?
Trent, did you know that Georgia has won 33 consecutive games at home? In that time, they've beaten 8 top 15 teams. Only 4 of those games have been decided by 10 or less. Does that make you feel good about Georgia?
I wonder how many of those games are -3 spreads or smaller. Probably not many.
Well, probably every Bama game, which leads me to my next point. Kirby, 1-6 all time versus Bama and 0-1 versus DeBoer. And that is the side I will be on. I'm going to go back in the Alabama bed just one more time.
Okay.
Just one more time. And if Kalen DeBoer can't do it, it's a hard ask on the road. But I think the line's a little short. It's +2.5. I trust that they've gotten their shit together after the Florida State debacle week 1. And I think a lot of people have kind of just jumped ship after that shit show of performance week 1. And I don't think we're giving Florida State enough credit. I don't think we're taking into account it's week 1. You know, we don't expect teams to be, completely all figured out week 1. And I think that's still in a lot of people's minds. And I just can't disagree more. I think Ty Simpson's looked good. He's thrown for, granted it's Wisconsin and Jovan and Rav. He's looked fluid with the receivers, more connected with the receivers. 41 for 46, 7 touchdowns and 600 yards the last 2 games. I think that he has gotten the offense under his control. I think Jam Miller coming back is a huge, huge plus for them. And I can't get out of my mind how well Joey Aguilar threw on that defense and those D-backs. And I think Ty Simpson's going to do the same. I think that he's had a good enough I think he's found momentum the last 2 weeks, and I think they go into Georgia and beat them outright, which is crazy to say. I did not think I was going to be saying that 2 weeks ago.
I didn't think so either, and this is setting up just perfectly for Jovan to also tap in with you too and fade me.
Roll Tide roll.
Oh my fucking God.
It's just.
It's actually just.
A defense ain't a Kirby defense, man. It's not just how well Joey Aguilar looked against or how good he looked against that defense, but it's also the fact that a lot of those were frankly one-on-one matchups that the corners were simply just not winning. And now I'm not a Ryan Williams fan. I think he's one of the most overrated players in football, but Rav's guy, Jeremy Bernard, has been unbelievable so far this year. So if you can't win one-on-one matchups with him, Good luck. Add that onto the fact that Joey Aguilar didn't just look good back there. There was no pass rush, so he wasn't in a rush for the entirety of the game. He was sitting back there making a picnic in the pocket. So I think Ty Simpson, as much as I'm not a huge fan, it's like first like real SEC road start. I just don't think this is Ma and Pa's, specifically Kirby, defense. I don't know if that's fixable immediately.
It's just too predictable. Big Rob, we're cooked, doggy. Go ahead, move on.
Well, Trey, he just told you about the 2.5 spread at home too.
What?
The weird 2.5.
What about it?
And just the -2.5s.
Yeah, the -2.5.
Oh, yeah. You're absolutely right.
Don't need to get all of them, but I think those are the two.
It's just unreal. I fucking bet. Well, it's me against the world here in the Georgia-Bama game.
Dude, have confidence.
Stay on biz.
No, I absolutely have
on the show.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. It's just classic.
Yeah, you're literally him on this show, dude. Don't forget.
Hey, you're throwing your hat for fun.
No, Rob, we got this shit, dude. We're gonna stand on some biz. I'm gonna be at the luau after we're up 10 units. I'm gonna hit you up and we're gonna splooge. All right.
Luau.
Sounds like a good plan. It'll be 6 a.m. my time in Hawaii when this game's going on. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be watching, and we're gonna win. No, it's actually gonna be like 5 in the morning when the 11 a.m. start.
You will not be up.
Yeah, you're not going to watch the early morning slate. And I'm not going to be able to watch the late slate.
Let's go, Rob. I'm gonna need you in my DMs for sure. All right, we went through those 5 big games. Next up, we're going to do our whales here in a second. We got honorable mentions. Then we got Preston's narrative. Then we got to make the can't lose parlay again, of course. But let's get right to the whales. Joshy, run that shit, my guy. Nah.
W intro.
Good W intro.
Crazy intro.
All right, I'm starting us off here, man. It's a game we already talked about. And it's a whale. It's an absolute whale. Once in a blue moon, I'll find the balls in me to actually pause. I will find the courage. I'll find the courage.
Okay.
Put my Krabs hat on. Okay. And I think this is an all-time generational spot here to put the Krabs hat on. When the whole entire world is going one way,
oh my God, it's
we go the other way. Fucking Lane Kiffin telling the whole world to take the over. Fuck that. Are you serious?
Dude.
What an absolute joke that is, man. I don't ride with Krabs often, but this is a time where I'm absolutely all in on taking this under. There is not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. The books give this one up as an early Christmas gift. There's just no fucking way. I hate taking totals as my whales, as we learned from last week. Shit don't be hitting for me. But this is just an opportunity I can't turn down. And actual football reasonings, Ole Miss defense, I know they looked horrible in that one game you brought up earlier. But they can strap. They can lock in. They can figure it out. And they can make adjustments. They can. They've had film all week figuring this out. And LSU's defense, we know they're good. We know they are. And there's just no way, dude. If it was that easy, man, we would all be going to Hawaii. We all would. So that's my whale. What kind of whale? I'm calling it a fucking Krabs whale, dude. Even though those don't exist, it's a Krabs whale.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We're bringing out a new whale debut. It's the crab whale.
Hey, you're so interesting. You'd go a whole week shitting on crabs, and then here we are backing them, and then calling a whale a Krabs whale.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I say. I love shitting on crabs. I love being on the other side of crabs. Nothing makes me feel better than knowing Krabs is on the opposite side of me. But this is the once in a blue moon that I am putting my Krabs hat on and I'm riding with them.
Just throwing the bylaws in the garbage.
What do you mean?
Krabs whale, dude.
It's a crab whale, dude.
Remember the last time you did a non-whale whale? Double-headed whale?
Double-headed sperm whale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't go as planned, but
No.
for the sake of the meme, it's a crab whale. Let's go. LC, whale of the weekend. Gotta stay hot.
Yep. Well, the weekend, give me Arkansas plus 4.5 against Notre Dame. After that embarrassing loss to Memphis, I think they lock in. I'm really not scared of this Notre Dame offense or defense. I think Arkansas is going to have no problem outscoring them. And yeah, they get a good bounce back game. So give me the Hogs.
Crankin' hog.
Crank and Hog. To Taylor Green, I will be taking as much as I can with him.
Oh,
This
that's your guy, dude. You love cranking his. Never mind.
Okay, dude.
Never mind. Rav, notebook, whale of weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be expecting this. So usually my whale is in one of the main games we talk about, but not this week. And it's actually, I would never do something like this, fading a team off of a really bad loss again. I'm taking USC minus 6.5 at Illinois. And it might be shocking to hear, especially after they got fucking shit on in Indiana. I just think that we are really, really underrating Lincoln Riley in a year where he really must win, must show something. We're underrating USC. We're underrating Lincoln Riley. We're underrating that offense. Jaden Mayava has been incredible. And granted, he's played some shit teams. Michigan State was the best team they've played. That was last week. The defense kind of cracked a little bit, but now they're going to Illinois, and they are a 6.5-point favorite. I think that line is crazy. I would expect that to be 3.5 max, especially Illinois off of an embarrassing loss. I think this is Illinois in a havoc spot where they're going to start regressing with a team that feels like they maxed their potential last year and the beginning of this year. And USC, where they're in must-need territory, this is their first big game of the year. They have no respect yet. Almost 7. They're winning this game by 7+.
Oh, it's light Darth Vader there towards the end of the sell job, but we got it. I love that. I feel like that's the most confident you've sounded all day. I want that in the can't lose lay.
That's completely fine with me.
Love that. Let's go Troj.
Let's go Troj.
W Whale, USC minus 6.5, Arkansas plus 4.5.
Really quick. My well, going back to a blue well. Rav, what kind of well?
Oh, yeah. Where'd I go? I went beluga last week. I'll go blue well as well. Big blue well.
Let's go.
Big blue fucking.
Really weak.
Don't lose. So don't lose.
Okay. Love the big blue whale on the Trojans. Jovan, what's the whale of weekend?
I'll go with a big brain pilot whale on this one. One of the most embarrassing losses of last week. Not only came for the whole world to see, but was to a group of 5 team and led to a certain coach getting fired after years there.
Wow.
Oklahoma State and Mike Gundy, the whale, Oklahoma State plus 21 against Baylor.
Wow.
The interim head coach is now Doug Meacham, who is not just a familiar face because he's the OC there, but he's been at TCU, he's been at Kansas, noted Big 12 guy. So he's been in there for years. He's also seen these defenses for years, and Baylor's defense deceptively looked good against Arizona State. I think that was a lot more Arizona State bad than them good. Doug Meacham is very aggressive, and his whole MO is attack the coverages. Don't be scared of them. And now you get a team, I guess an offense, who is not quite scared to do the same thing. Even though Zane Flores is bad, Doug Meacham's going to put him in every position to be super aggressive in a weird spot where these games are always weird. These games are always close. Now you're at home. Baylor's off of a very emotional game, disappointing loss. I think they might flirt with another one.
Wow. You think they flirt with a potential outright loss?
I think they do.
Wow.
I mean,
this feels like a game that is decided in the last possession in Stillwater.
Wow. That would be insane. I actually, believe it or not, had this as my one of my 2 honorables.
Wow.
Here we go.
Before I even knew you were on it. But I liked it. Let's go. All right. 4 whales, chat. Let us know what you guys think about them. I got the under in the Krabs Bowl with Ole Miss and LSU. LC's got Arkansas plus 4.5. Who do they play again?
Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah. Rav's got USC minus 6.5. Jovan's got Oklahoma State plus 1 billion. Love those. Love those. Let's do quick honorable mentions. I got one. I think this line's pretty fishy. Ohio State going in all the way across country to Washington. 8.5 point spread. That feels pretty short. That feels sketchy. I've got the Ohio State shirt on, but I'm fading them. I'm taking the dogs plus 8.5.
I love that.
Mon Williams and co.
There
I
we
got
go.
that right? Damon?
Yes, you did. You did.
Yes, you did. Yes.
That dude's goated, man. Showing some serious heart late in the fourth quarter with keeping the momentum going into this week, hopefully. Give me the dogs, man. Been a while since they've been good. Not ranked. Getting disrespected with a short line against arguably best team in the country.
They're in the Natty 2 years ago.
I mean, yeah, I know, obviously. But they haven't been good since. That's my fucking point.
Okay, my bad.
I would think that this would be the spread 2 years ago. It pretty much was. Didn't they play in the playoffs, or am I fucking tripping?
This is the line against Michigan.
Regardless, it's a weird play. Line seems broken. Not going to act like I could tell you anyone else on that team lacing them up that's not the quarterback. Just betting on the line here and the home dog.
I like it.
You actually?
I do.
No, I like it too.
Yep.
Doesn't that feel weird?
Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it with you.
No way. Let's go, chat. Come on. All right. Honorables, LC, you got any?
I do. Give me Utah State plus 22.5 against Vandy. And then give me Arkansas State plus 2.5 against UL Monroe. 2 honorables.
It's funny. No one even bothers to test LC on her ball knowledge on anyone on those fields being played.
Ask away.
Yeah, give me one player.
I can't say I know any.
Chat, dude, you got to keep it consistent across the fucking board, man. Jesus. Just kidding. All good. W honorables, Rav. Let's hear him, bro. I know you got a CVS receipt of him, probably.
CVS receipt. We're starting with Friday. Virginia plus 6.5. Hosting Florida State. Huge look ahead spot for Florida State. They play Miami next week. Virginia's pretty good. Chandler Morris, the quarterback. That offense has been humming. I think they can win that game outright. Virginia plus 6.5. Let's keep going. I'm going to ride LC's Whale, Arkansas plus 3.5.
Wow.
Honorable mention. Another honorable mention, Minnesota minus 4.5. Let's see. That's all I'm going to have for now.
Wow. Feels pretty short.
That's
It's just like too early. You
It's
know, I
early.
want to dive into the slate a little more. It's just really early still.
No need to force. It's literally fucking Tuesday. I feel you.
pretty solid. All good though.
CVS receipt, Jovan.
Yeah, let's hear Javon's.
I'll give some CVS receipts. We've already touched on some of them, so we'll save your breath on some of those. Arkansas beats Notre Dame this week. We talk about look ahead spots like we were talking about last week in Memphis. You bet them. Bet the games they're overlooking towards the next week. Notre Dame's defense is best. Arkansas plus 4.5. Arkansas on the ML. Washington plus 8.5. I'm with you there. And also on the ML. And then UVA, as Ravis touched on, plus 6.5. And on the ML. 3 dogs. And then I got one more dog for you. Old Dominion has had a crazy start to their season so far with some damn good performances against some power conference teams. One of them, Indiana, which that's starting to look even better as we go on. And then they beat the fuck out of Virginia Tech, which was hilarious. Now they play a Liberty team who used to run that conference or run their own conference for the past couple of years. And they've looked god awful to start this year. This is when you buy back in and you sell high in ODU, Liberty plus 16.5. Then I'll end it with letdown spot, Doesn't happen. I'm betting Memphis every game, minus 13.5.
Who they play?
They get, why am I blanking?
Hold them out, chat.
FAU. FAU and Caden Veldkamp, who I was shocked, honestly. Caden Veldkamp that offense looked god-awful against Maryland, where I was sweating early in the season, which if they're not getting any better, I mean, god-awful coaching situation over there, but they're also going to get dominated in the trenches, as we saw an SEC team get dominated in the trenches against Memphis.
Wow. I feel like we were all very, very fucking sharp on this episode. It's going to be tough to match the level of dialed in from last week. And it sucks that we don't have prize picks to cook up right now because I feel like we'd be so in our best.
Have one later in the week and just post on the Twitter account.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Do we have Preston in queue ready to go? It looks like we do. Preston, how we doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Let's get the narrative breakdown of the week.
Am I live?
Yep.
With Bookit with Trent?
Yeah.
All right. Let me bring you 2024. I'm going to bring you back a year. Lane Kiffin starts complaining that the SEC is too hard and they just cannibalize themselves. Calls out Oregon that they're playing butt crack state. So instead of turning to his boosters, he turns to the one thing men can't resist: women. So he goes after the top dogs immediately. Sydney Sweeney, he DMs her right before Alabama takes on Oklahoma. Now, why is this important? Because Sydney Sweeney goes to or whatever her name is, Sydney Thomas, goes to Alabama, right? Floods the news feed. This is why I can't go live. Floods the news feeds, and later on they end up losing the game. Now, why is that important? Because they needed a spot in the playoffs. If you remember Ole Miss last year, they deserved a spot. They didn't get the spot. And we know that because then they take down Georgia. So why didn't they get that spot? But he loves this tactic because it worked like a charm. So after all this game, he sends his only daughter, I actually don't know if that's true, but his first of kin, if you will, to go date LSU's linebacker. It's been flooding the news feeds. You're like, oh, that's not really a conspiracy. That's a relationship. Wrong. Our very own Mikey's Overs tweets back at him this morning. Take the over. And what do we know about Lane Kiffin? He always cares about gamblers. Again, that is wrong because he says, sorry, guys, final drive, I didn't cover, because he knows that he's working with the sports book so he can get a spot in the playoffs this time, and he's using women to do so. Take you to the Pikkit app where we find LSU is taking on Ole Miss this weekend. They need this game. They want this game. He sent his daughter to hard launch on this week. Out of all the weeks they could have done it, and she already took down the post. Right after he has that tweet, look at that line movement. That is not healthy. I know for a fact he's not going to cover. He's going to make sure the books win, and the lines are very, very skewed right now. So if I'm going to give you the best advice, take the under, fade Lane Kiffin, and Ole Miss is winning this game because the only way they win is if they keep this a low-scoring game. They're taking down LSU. Take the under. Women, stay away. So you guys
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, if that doesn't get you bricked up to tail my whale of the weekend, chat, don't know what will. I don't know what will. Thoughts, takeaways on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more I could be in on the under.
LC, as the overbacker, thoughts?
It doesn't faze me. I'm still very confident in the over.
Okay.
Yep.
Jovan, is this game going over or under?
Over.
What? Would you say that? Would you say that if I was on it? No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. I'm telling you, it's going over because I'm taking Ole Miss. Ole Miss. I mean, I told you I believed in that before you even said anything about your whale anyway, but taking Ole Miss, I think they're going to score points on a fraudulent defense. So why would I like the under?
Miss me. Okay. Great narrative, Preston. He never disappoints. Great work. All right. We hit last week on the can't lose lay. It was just some of our best work. That one really, really got me out of bookie pass. We have to run it back. We have to. 4 teams that are not losing this week. We need them. And we need them bad. I'll start with LC. If you're not ready, I can go to Rav or Jovan.
Well, I mean, you know mine already.
Are you ready or not?
You don't think I'm ready?
No, I
You
think
don't think I'm ready?
I think you're ready, dude. You got it.
Last week's just sack on tape.
I mean, that was just some of your best work.
All right, I'm giving you Arkansas. Trust.
No.
Yes. Another dog.
I'm so in, dude. Let's go.
The Goots piss week continues.
Oh, it's continuing.
Oh, yeah.
Tough week to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough week to be good. Arkansas, where is that game? Is that early or late? Do we know? Probably early. Probably early. It's in there. Plus 150. Let's go, LC.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure it's a noon game.
Yeah. Rav is taking USC. I already got that in there, right?
Yep.
All right, Jovan. Coach Knock.
Yeah. Ole Miss is not losing.
Wow. Let me find him. Coach Knock.
Trent.
Dude, this parlay is already fat, which means we have some room to work with. Which means I could take an easy road home. Yep. Yeah, I got you. I might need your guys' help here.
Okay.
This would be a great spot to put Penn State in here. I can't do it though. Can we find a different game? Can I go Georgia?
No.
No, dude.
No.
What?
No.
You go, Georgia. You're the only one on Georgia.
Yeah.
You're right. Help me find one here.
How about you stand on Biz and take TCU?
No.
Stand on TCU.
No, I won't allow.
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair.
All right.
Iowa State could be an option.
You want a gross one?
Iowa State. What's your gross one?
1-3 Kansas State off a bye, playing 3-0 UCF.
Stop.
They are 7-point favorites.
We don't bet on Avery Johnson in this economy.
It's
Dude,
close.
what if it was always fading Hawaii while I'm in the state?
Dude, you're losing plot.
Take Air Force?
Air Force.
Can I sneak one? Can I sneak one?
Joshy, yes.
Come on, Josh.
Northwestern is not losing to UCLA. That is not happening.
Coach Nuck.
No, Coach Knock in the lay.
Wait, we need 5. It's usually
Yeah, we need Josh Nugget. Let's put his legacy on the line.
All right, hold on. I'm looking for it. Minus 230, Joshy. That tickles Jimmy. All right. Well, now if we're going 5, we easily. Oh my God, this is perfect. Memphis money line makes it a perfect plus 1,000.
Nah.
Yep.
unbelievable.
Memphis, Northwestern, Ole Miss, Coach Nuck, and two Coach Nucks in the same lay. And then Arkansas, USC. Wow. Yeah, that is the official can't lose parlay powered by Pikkit. I am so in on the coin leans Fugazi.
Love
You're
that.
going back to back, dude. Get Drake
Dude,
up
I
here.
mean, Elsie, if she goats up again and someone else doesn't do the job, that's where shit's gonna.
Dude, Arkansas is winning.
We'll have a problem there. Nihao Nuck, rush plus receiving. Yes. Yes. I love that parlay. Shout out Pikkit. I will make sure to get that on my Pikkit profile. One more time, though. USC, Memphis, 2 fat favorites, and Northwestern. And then Ole Miss and a pick'em. And Arkansas, Crank and Hog, plus 150. It makes the whole lay. I love it. Memphis, Northwestern, Ole Miss, Arkansas, USC, Trojans. Wow.
Love it.
I love it. I love it. Only one dog in the lay, always. As soon as you add 2, it's cooked. It's cooked. Let's go, dude. Great show today, chat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got enough milkage for the weekend slate. Any parting words from the gang?
Fuck Rav.
Sun Devils ML.
Is Texas playing this weekend?
No.
Oh no, they're on a bye, Trent.
I was wondering
Wait.
why it's so quiet over there.
Waiting for next week's show.
Wow. That's the Florida game, right?
We'll be ready.
Damn right it is.
We'll be ready.
Where is that game?
Oh, it's in the swamp, brother.
Oh, that should be fun.
Our defense is 20 touchdowns.
All right, W show, chat. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, so I won't see you guys. Maybe I'll make a sneak appearance. I'm bringing my laptop to Hawaii, so I still will be labbing. Rap, when do you leave?
I leave tomorrow night to go to Pittsburgh, and I leave for Ireland Thursday morning.
Wow.
The way you snuck a Pittsburgh trip in there.
The flight is from Pittsburgh, so yes.
I know. I'm just saying. You chose Pittsburgh. They got some flights out everywhere.
Well, my mom is from Pittsburgh, Jovan, so that would make most sense, wouldn't it?
Mm.
No, probably not. If you had to ask me personally. All good though.
Okay.
Hey, really quick, what if I told you guys Texas is a 4.5-point favorite to OU right now?
Texas OU?
I
Wow.
don't know if that means anything yet.
Oh, it means something. It means something. We're coming.
That just means it's gonna move.
We're
in 2
coming.
weeks.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
coming.
Yeah.
Anyways, great show.
Let's go. W show, chat. You guys are goated. Good luck on your wagers this weekend. We'll be sure to post the plays on the feed, and we will come together and craft a prize picks lineup and try to go back to back again once they put up more squares. So, with that being said, we will indeed be seeing. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace.
We're talking.